Oh, that's new. Oh, this is new. You got a new freight car here? Well, I guess it's time for a layout update. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a walk around the layout, see what's new. This is going to be layout update 30. I guess we'll start right in here and walk around. First thing that's new on the layout is this covered hopper from Rapido. This is a Dow chemical car. It doesn't say that specifically on the car that I could see, although it does say DC LX. I guess the DC means Dow Chemical. It said that on the box, so that's how I know it's Dow Chemical. But it's a 60-foot covered hopper, and since I'm modeling part of Dow Chemical right there, this is the perfect car. Something else that's new is I added some tall grass. You can barely see it with that bright light coming in the window here. Some tall grass along the fence. And there it is. That's from Woodland Scenics. Some peel and stick. Although it does have a fairly good sticky backing on there. I also added some white glue to make sure it sticks a little better. Got all the auto racks put away here at the assembly plant. Getting ready to be loaded or unloaded. Probably loaded, because they're assembled here and then they're shipped out. And I've been running this train a little bit in a few YouTube shorts and my last running video. Now down here, a couple weeks ago I showed you how I built this bridge or this overpass using parts I had laying around. At that point I did not have the outer railings painted or glued on, so now they are. Also, I noted that the striping is yellow and it should be white. I actually tried to remedy this. I've gone over the yellow with a white pen, with a white Woodland Scenics road marking pen, but the lines still look fairly yellow, so I'll probably have to do a couple more passes. Here on US 23 I have a couple of bikers. These are Woodland Scenics figures. I have them glued down, hot rodding their way southbound. Here in Tawas, I've added some of the Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting street lights. There's 3 of them. I haven't wired them up yet. I have the Just Plug lighting system hub underneath here. In fact, that's how that house lights up. That's a Woodland Scenics item. So I do have to get those wired up, hopefully by the next layout update video. And here's a third motorcycle that came in that Woodland Scenics pack. You get 3 motorcycles and 3 riders. Picked up a few benches. I glued most of them here on the pier. A double set over there. About the only thing left to do for the pier is to add some railing. Had a suggestion, a couple suggestions actually in the comments to try hardware cloth, and I've been looking into that, and I think that's what I might try, because I have a lot of railing to install, not just along this pier, but I'd like to put some, maybe along here and across the hydroelectric dam that's back there. Plus I need railings for the freighters. I have this one here, and I have the big one over on the other side, which we'll see in a little bit. I also have to add railing to the International Bridge over there, which again we'll see here in a moment. Hardware cloth. So I'll try that. Here's the big freighter that I was mentioning. Get a little closer, but yeah, I need to put railing on here. But a couple months ago, I mentioned that I was going to maybe work on this blast furnace. So I finally have started it, and it's quite a big structure. I'm really impressed with it. So I built it up to this point. Now I have a lot of painting to do, so I'm kind of stalled at the moment. I'm waiting for the weather to warm up enough for me to take out some of these pieces, like the furnace here needs to be taken out and painted, and the platform here needs to be painted, and a bunch of other things. So a few of the little side jobs I've been working on, waiting for the warmer weather, is I finally constructed the bucket here that goes on this bridge crane. I hadn't had that put on there for years. I just had the crane portion built. Also, I put these sticks here, these square stock. This is going to lift up the bridge crane ever so slightly, and a rail goes on top of each of these that the bridge crane would ride along. Okay, these are usually made out of concrete in reality. And so they not only lift up the bridge crane, but they also create a retaining wall of sorts, because the piles of coal and iron ore would be in between here. And by having these walls here, means the iron ore won't spill on top of the rails that the bridge crane would be rolling on. Plus it doesn't spill off the dock and into the plant and things like that. So pretty soon I'll finally be able to lay this track that's been sitting here, because this has to line up with these slots right here. So that'll be nice. And then these bottle cars, here, let me see if I can pull them out, or at least scoot them over. Those bottle cars go under here, and the molten iron goes into those. Another thing I've been working on here is I finally built this lorry car, or cart. So this is the coke oven. This has been built for many years, but I never built this little cart. It actually took me a couple of hours. There's a lot of little parts on that thing, especially underneath. And it also needs to be painted, because I don't know if I like the gray color it came in, but again, when it gets warmer, I'll paint it. Other than that, it's done. And here's the bridge where I'm going to put some more railings on using hardware cloth, but I have not yet been out to look at hardware cloth, although I saw it or heard that it was in a Menards ad recently on special, so at least I know it's in stock somewhere. A couple other things I've been doing, kind of again waiting on the weather, is I went ahead and I finished this Bridge Authority office building. Yeah, there's a little painting done on it, but it was all brush painting, so I was able to do that inside. This will probably be the next building I work on over the next couple of days, although I think there's some spray painting that's required on some of this, so I probably won't get it as finished up as, say, that building there. And the reason that I mentioned that hardware cloth a few times is because I'll probably be going to a hardware store very soon to address this issue right here. Yeah, the water heater is starting to leak, so I'm going to have to get that sucker replaced. But while I'm there, I might as well get some hardware cloth, because if you remember, when it rained on my layout over there, I had to go to the hardware store and buy a garbage disposal. Well, while I was at it, it was a Menards that I went to. While I was at it, I picked up a Menards building. So if I have to go for a home improvement item, I might as well try to find something for my layout, right? Making lemonade out of lemons. And that's about it as far as stuff I can remember. I usually always miss something, but that's okay. I'll just include it in the next update video, which will probably be in April. I'll try to do an update a month. Alright, well, until next time, everybody take care, and thanks for watching.